And while I've got everything out of the way, boards and cushions out of the way, so I can give everything a good clean, this is what we've got. So all the foam backed plastic vinyl, horrible stuff that I'm fairly sure she would have had originally, has all been taken out, and it's a horrible job because when you pull that stuff off, you're left with foam and glue that has to be basically mechanically removed. So somebody's made a pretty good job of removing all that and then removing all the residue and then just giving her a lick of paint. I might give everything a fresh coat. Well, I will give everything a fresh coat of paint at some point, and also this wood. The wood's in good condition. All looks a bit dark and dingy, so I'll probably just sand and paint that as well. And then this is the arrangement that we've got. You've got the chain, the anchor chain and rod is down inside there, and then you've got this drain pipe, which does make it a bit awkward to sleep in here, but which does a really good job of moving the weight, all the weight of the chain back a little bit, rather than it sitting in that well down there. It's sitting a bit further back, and it's also reduced the amount of chain. So I'm carrying at the moment 10 metres of chain and about 30 metres I think of nylon road. I mean, I've anchored a couple of times on the way here to Brighton from Falmouth and had no problem at all. You know, so it's enough. And I've also got some spare chain. Should I be doing sort of, I don't know, you know, more serious anchoring, or anchoring places where you need to anchor a bit deeper. And then there's a little water tank here. I think that's about 60 litres, something like that. And all that is leak free. There's no leaks coming from that or anything, so yes, I just thought I'd include that while I've got everything out of the way. And then with the boards back in place, and then with the cushions back in place. There is an infill as well actually that goes in that gap, triangle gap there, but no bunk cushion for it. Anyway, yes, so that's the forepeak, nice and clean. And then a week later, I've finished another part of the project to eradicate all traces of dark brown varnish. I have sorted this lot out, so that is a similar, very similar colour now to the fiberglass headlining. I mean, those lockers were really grubby inside. You wouldn't want to put anything in there basically before, and as you can see, oh, now nice and clean. What I used actually is a Zinsser BIN or Zinsser bin, I don't know what the proper name for it is, and it's a primer that sort of dries. Well, it's a shellac base, and goes on to pretty much anything, even shiny hard surfaces like varnish. So, you know, if you scuff up your varnish a little bit and then prime it with Zinsser BIN, a couple of coats I used, and then you can paint over the varnish. You do not have to strip all of the varnish off. I've done it with the bulkheads there as well. Again, they were dark brown varnish, which made the cabin really dingy and dark. I've also done side there the door to the loo, and I've also done the other side of the door to the loo, and also inside, because that was all dark brown, and it's now nice and bright and clean again. Makes a world of difference. while we're here, just having a look at that, so just haven't shown you the engine yet. The lovely little engine. It's a Beta Twin, 10 horsepower, uses less than a litre an hour of fuel. It's brilliant. Pushes the boat along at 5 knots quite happily. 2,000 or so revs, 2,750 revs. You won't probably see very well in there, but there's a deep sea seal that was fitted. It's also got the what they call the poly V belt, i.e. the belt that doesn't throw loads of dust over everything, which if you haven't got that V belt on your Beta engine, you've probably got dust all over the place from the fan belt. So yeah, lovely little engine. And that's the fuel tank underneath the engine, a stainless steel tank with about 60 litres in. I mean, it's not ideally positioned, but the engine's relatively easy. If you need to bleed, it's just that one down there. That's the only one that you actually bleed on this engine. Fuel tanks are better above the engine, but there we are. That's it's keeping the weight load down, so that's fine. And I'm assuming that was original stainless steel fuel tank. What else have we done inside? Not a lot really. I'm going to keep this wood in the main cabin. I don't know, you can probably see on there. I mean, it's nice. It's made out of one piece. You can see the grain continues there. It's very, very nice. I would really quite like to sand it back to bare wood and put something a bit lighter on it, but it's not as dark as some of the other bits and pieces that we've seen around. Yeah, you can see the grain is really nice on the wood there. This area had a couple of sails in it. Now it's just got one sail in it. That bin is going to fix against the outside of the loo door, I think. It keeps it out of the way, and then when you close the loo door, the bin's just on the inside in the saloon there. So yeah, that's a much brighter Forecabin, much brighter, fresher and cleaner head, and yeah, I don't think there's much more to do inside really. I'm not going to go mad with it. And yeah, the engine performed very well on recent delivery trip. Yeah, so that's inside Little Rona.